Good morning, students. Today we're going to start our next chapter, that is chapter 14, and the topic is rocks and minerals. So, today we will discuss about the soil, rocks, and minerals, all things. Now, we're going to start our part is rocks. So, you all know that in the solar system only the our earth planet all types of man human beings are lived. So you know that how the earth is made. So how earth is made up? Earth is our earth is made up of soil and rocks. Our earth is made up of soil and rocks. So now you know that what are rocks made up of. At first I tell you that earth is made up of soil and rocks. Now we going to discuss how our rocks is made up. So rocks are made up of a substance and it is called minerals. Rocks are made up of substance called minerals. So each rock contains different minerals. Each rock contains different minerals and different minerals mix together in different quantities of to form rocks. So to form a rocks, different minerals are mixed together in different quantities, not a same quantities, in different quantities to form rocks. So there are three types or mainly three types of rocks are found on the earth. There are three types of rocks are found in the earth. So what are they classified? In the process of information, these three types of rocks are formed. These are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. There are three types of rocks found on the earth. So these are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. These three types of rocks are found on the earth. Now we going to discuss about our first part is igneous rocks. So what is the means of igneous? And also you want to know that what is the igneous? Igneous is a Latin word. Igneous is a Latin word and it means that heat. Igneous means heat or fire. So as the name you know that under the earth crust it lies a melted rock. It is called magma. Under the earth crust lies a melted rock. It is called magma. So what is magma? Now under the earth crust lies a melted rock. It is called magma. Okay. Now these magmas exist in a molten state due to the extreme temperature existing under the earth crust. So this magma exists in molten state due to the extreme temperatures existing under the earth's crust. So what is the temperature under the earth crust? The temperature is between 600 degrees centigrade to 1200 degrees centigrade. So what is the temperature under the earth? Temperature is between 600 degrees centigrade and to 1200 degree centigrade. So, igneous rocks are formed when the magma cools. You know what is called magma. Now, how igneous rocks are formed. We discuss. Then I tell you that igneous rocks are formed when a magma cools. Sometimes the magma cools inside the earth. Sometimes the magma cools inside the earth. In some cases, it averages on the surface from the volcanoes. So in this case, it is called lava. So what is lava? Under the magma, under the earth crust, in some cases, when it cools inside the earth, it averages on the surface from the volcanoes. In this case, it is called lava. So when the magma form under the earth crust, that is lava, comes out during volcanic eruption, from some of it gets separate over the earth's crust, and slowly and gradually it cools down and it forms rocks. So it is the important question that how the igneous rocks are formed. So you need to tell igneous rocks are formed when magma cools. Sometimes the magma cools inside the earth. In some cases, it averages on the surface from the volcanoes. When the magma form under the earth's crust and some comes out during the volcanoes eruption, some of it gets separated from over the earth's surface. Slowly and gradually it cools down and it forms a rocks. This is the important question. Okay, now we discuss about the some igneous rocks. So what are they? Example of igneous rocks. Example of the igneous rocks are granite, obsidian, basalt and pumice are the example of igneous rocks. So what are the igneous rocks? Granite, obsidian, basalt and pumice are the examples of igneous rocks. Now we discuss many types of in these igneous rocks and what are they important, what are the properties and what are the use of these types of igneous rocks. At first we discuss about the first is granite. So it is the first type of igneous rocks. So what are the properties? Properties of the granite is it is very hard. Granite is very hard and there are many different colors we see. What are the color? White, red, pale, green and blue. These types of colors we find the granite rocks. And what are the use? It is used in construction such as for kitchen counters and floors. So what are the use of the igneous rocks? What are the use of the granite? The use of the granite is it is mainly used for construction such as for kitchen counters and floors. This is the type we use the granite. Now we discuss our next is obsidian. So what are the properties of these types of igneous rocks? It is smooth and glassy. Properties is it is smooth and glassy. It is used in making ornaments and jewelry ancient. So it is mainly obsidian rocks are used to making ornaments and jewelry. So ancient people used use this stone to sharpen points and blades. Nowadays we use blades, but in the ancient people they use these types of rocks as a blades or sharpen points. Next one is basalt. Basalt is dense and has fine grains. So it forms a large area of seabed. It forms a large area of seabed and it is used in the construction of roads and building materials. It is used in the construction of roads and building materials. Next one is pumic. Pumic, the properties is a lot of air inside it. In the pumic type of igneous rocks, we find a lot of air inside this. So because of which it has pore and is light in weight. So it is used to making lightweight building materials. Mainly used to making lightweight building materials, and it is used as food scrub. It is used as food scrub. It is used in cosmetic and cleaning industry. Pumic rocks are used in cosmetic and cleaning industries. So we complete the igneous types of rocks. Now we discuss these sedimentary rocks. Now we discuss the sedimentary types of rocks. So sedimentary rocks derived in its name from Latin word. Also igneous types of rocks is igneous is Latin words as same as sedimentary rocks derived its name from Latin words. Sedimentum, it is means to settle. Sedimentum means to settle. So these are formed when rocks on mountains are broken down or cut away into smaller pieces by natural force. You know what are the natural forces? Natural forces are wind, water, rain and ice. These types of natural force it cuts the sedimentary rock broken down. So these small pieces of rock such as pebbles, gravel, sand and clay tumble down the river and streams. These small pieces of rocks such as pebbles, gravel, sand and clay tumble down the rivers and streams. These rock pieces get deposited in a new place where they settle down. Or here settle down means sedimentum. Sediment. Here I discussed the sedimentum means set to settle. Now here it is where they settle down. Who settle down? The river or stream. The rocks pieces get deposited in a new places where they settle down or sediment. And being to form flat layers. Over a long period it is settled down of time. The repeated deposition of sediment cause the lower layer to press together and ultimately transform into a solid rock. It is called sedimentary rocks. So what is sedimentary rocks? Over a long period of time the repeated deposition of sediments causes the lower layer to press together and ultimately transform into a solid rock. It is called sedimentary rocks. Now we discuss the types of sedimentary rocks. At first, name of the sedimentary rocks are first one is sandstone. First one is sandstone. So what is the properties of the sandstone? So it is soft stone. You know that sandstone is a soft stone and it is formed by accumulation of sand particles that are cemented by minerals such as silica. Sandstone is a soft stone and it is formed by accumulation of sand particles that are cemented by minerals such as silica. So, what is the use of the sandstone? It is used for making pavements, roofs, and floors. It is used for making pavements, roofs, and floors. We use this sandstone. Okay, now we going to start conglomerate. Next one of these sedimentary rocks we discuss. Next is conglomerate. So what is the properties? It is contains round pebbles, gravels, and boulders that are cemented together by minerals. So conglomerate, it contains round pebbles. Look at the picture. It is round pebbles, gravels, and boulders that are cemented together by minerals. It can withstand weathering. So what is the use? It is used as decorative material for making ornaments and sometimes as construction material. So it is used as decorative material for making ornaments and sometimes as construction material. Next one is shell. So what is the properties? It is made up of clay and mud particles built up in layers. Shell is made up of clay and mud particles. So in the short question, tick mark or fill in the blanks, you will got these types of question that shell is made up of dash and dash particles. So you need to write clay and mud particles, so build up of layers. So it is the most abundant sedimentary rocks. Shell is the most abundant sedimentary rock. So what is the use? It is used to make tiles, bricks, and cements. Shell is used to make tiles, bricks, and cement. Next one is limestone. Limestone is fine and soft grained rock. Limestone is fine and soft grained rock. So it is made up of mineral like calcium and animal cells. Chalk is a soft white form of limestone. So chalk is a soft white form of limestone. This is the important question, that what type of chalk is. So you need to write chalk is form of soft white form of limestone. Okay, so use is for making building, roads, glass, toothpaste, whitening, paper, cement, etc. This is the use of limestone. So next one in the science pack, you know that Himalayas mountain, Mount Everest is the longest mountain in world. So it is question that what type of Himalayas rocks are? So Himalayas mountain of sedimentary rocks. Himalayas are mountains of sedimentary rocks. So Himalayas are mountains of sedimentary rocks. How can the sedimentary rocks formed under the sea make mountain? So the crust of the earth below the sea is sometimes thrown upward in big folds because of inside movements of magma or volcanoes. The crust of the earth below the sea is sometimes thrown upwards in big folds because of inside movements of magma or volcanoes. So here is the question: how can the sedimentary rocks form under the sea? Under the sea, and it make mountains. So this is the question. So this is the answer: the crust to volcanoes. This is the answer. So here you know that Himalayas mountain are grown under the sea. Many long time ago, the Himalayas mountain in this position, there is a sea. Now after the volcanoes, magma or many things, the Himalayas mountain are formed by the sedimentary rocks. Okay, so next one is metamorphic rocks. Next one is metamorphic rocks. So the metamorphic word came from Greek word. Metamorphic word is came from Greek word. Sedimentary is came from Latin word. Also igneous is from Latin word, and metamorphic form is Greek word. So what is the meta? Meta means change. Meta means change, and mort means form. Meta means change and mort means form. So metamorphic rocks are igneous and sedimentary rocks that have been transformed under extreme heat and pressure. Metamorphic rocks are igneous and sedimentary rocks that have been transformed under extreme heat and pressure. Due to this heat and pressure, they do not melt. Rather, the minerals in them are changed chemically to form metamorphic rocks. So due to the heat and pressure, the metamorphic, they do not melt. Rather, the minerals in them are changed chemically to form metamorphic rocks. So these rocks are more compact and dense. Metamorphic rocks are more compact and dense. So these rocks are the least common of all the three types of rocks. So it is a common rock of sedimentary, igneous, and these three types of rocks we find. So example is marble, slate, quartzite, and gneiss are some example of the metamorphic rocks. So example is marble, slate, quartzite, and gneiss are some examples of the metamorphic rocks. Now, as the same, we discuss the metamorphic rocks. So first one is marble. So what is the property? It is made from limestone. Look at this. Limestone we find in sedimentary rocks, types of rocks. I tell you that it is a mix of sedimentary and igneous. So here marble is made up of limestone. What is the use of the marble? You know that we use the marble to as a building materials for its strength and beauty. Mainly marble are used for building materials because it is very strength and its beauty. Next one is slate. Slate is made up from cell. Slate is made up from cell. So what is the use? Making of roofs of houses. floor, tiles, and slates. Slate means in our child time we use the slate to write. It is as the same of your blackboard, but not a blackboard. But blackboard is not a slate. So in the slates we use to write anything. So what is the use to making roofs of houses, floors, and tiles and slates? Next one is genius. So it is the alternating dark and light color sticks or band. It is the alternate dark and light colored sticks or band. So it is used in building houses. It is used in building houses. It is a complete the rocks. Next one is minerals. Up to this we discuss about the rocks. We discuss the three types of rocks. We know igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous is the Latin word, as the same sedimentary is the Latin word, and the metamorphic is the metamorphic type is Greek. What is Greek? Now we discuss the minerals. So at first, minerals are found inside or on earth crust. Where the minerals found? Minerals are found inside or on earth crust. So most minerals are obtained by digging mines or quarries. Most minerals are obtained by digging mines or quarries. So most minerals are found in the form of ores. Most minerals are found in the form of ores. So what is the ores? The ores are natural solid materials which contain minerals. Ores are natural solid materials which contain minerals. These minerals can be extracted from the ores. These minerals can be extracted from the ores. Some minerals such as iron and gold are metallic minerals. So example of the metallic minerals are iron, gold. It is the some minerals also, and these types of metallic minerals. So others like quartz and calcite are non-metallic. So example of the non-metallic is quartz and calcite are non-metallic. So example of the metallic is a type of is iron and gold. You know what is the iron, you know also, you look there gold, and non-metallic is quartz and calcite. Now we discuss the metallic minerals. Iron can be extracted from iron ores such as hematite. Iron can be extracted from iron ores such as hematite. Most of the iron is used for manufacturing steel. So what is the use of the iron? Most of the iron are used for manufacturing steel. And aluminium is extracted from bauxite. Aluminium is extracted from bauxite, and copper is extracted from pyrite. Copper is extracted from pyrite. Metals are used to make and steel. Tools, machines, vehicles, coins, etc. Metals are used for utensil, tools, machine, vehicle, coins, etc. Look at the precious gold. You know that as a precious gold example is precious metals. Precious metals example is gold, and precious stone, this is the coral, diamond. This is the many precious stones, and precious metal is gold. You know. Okay, so what is the what type of question come? Define metallic minerals. So you need to write iron 2, etc. Or many short question will come, that is what iron extract is hematite, aluminium extracted from bauxite, copper extracted from pyrite. And what is the use of metals? Use of metals to make and steel tools, machines, vehicles, coins, etc. This is the question. Many type of example questions, MCQ or short questions are come in this part. Next one we discuss, it is the most important part, is non-metallic minerals. Next one is non-metallic minerals. So coal and petroleum are our most valuable non-metallic minerals. Coal and petroleum are our most valuable non-metallic minerals. You know that coal also you look, also petroleum also as a diesel, kerosene, petrol. This is now we discuss, but first one we discuss coal. So what is coal? Coal, you know that coal is a valuable natural resource that we get from the earth. You know that coal we get from the mines. So coal is valuable natural resource that we get from the earth. Coal is the sedimentary rock. Coal is the sedimentary rock. So here short question, the coal is dash type of rock. So you need to write sedimentary type of rock. So long, how coal we get? Long ago, the earth was covered with forest and swamps. Long years ago, the earth was covered with forests and swamps. So over millions of years, mud and new plants got deposited on them. Over millions of years, mud and new plants got deposited on them. So due to the intense pressure, the bottom layer of plant matter changed into coal. Due to intense pressure, the bottom layers of plant matter changed into coal. So it is the what is how we got the coal. Okay, now how many types of coal? There are four types of coals we got. There are four types of coal. First one is peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. Peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. This is the four types of coal. Now peat was the earliest type of coal to be formed. Peat is the earliest type of coal to be formed. So it is used often as give of very less heat when it burns. So it is used, peat is the earliest coal, you know. So it is not used often as it gives a very less heat when it burns. When it burns, it is not sufficient heat it gives. So lignite forms the largest portion of the world total coal reserves. Lignite forms the largest portion of the world's total coal reserves. It is a soft brownish black coal. Lignite is a soft brownish black coal. For this, it is called as brown coal. So another name of lignite is brown coal, or another name of brown coal is lignite. Okay, so why it is called brown coal? Because lignite is a soft and brownish black coal, so it is also called brown coal. Next one is bituminous. Bituminous is called soft coal. Bituminous is called soft coal. So when it burns with a lot of smoke, it burns with a lot of smoke. The best coal is anthracite. So what is the best coal? Best coal is anthracite, and it also known as hard coal. It also known as hard coal, but bituminous is called soft coal, and anthracite is called or in known as hard coal. So when the anthracite type of coal that burns, it gives a great amount of heat. It gives great amount of heat and very little smoke. Bituminous give a lot of smoke, but anthracite type of coal, when we burn, it gives a great amount of heat and very little smoke. Okay, so coal is mainly used as a fuel all over the world. Coal is used as a fuel all over the world, and it is used to cook, to generate electricity, and in steel plants to make steel. You know that how we generate electricity in the thermal power station. So mainly we use coal is fuel over the world, and it is used to cook and to generate electricity. We and in the steel plants to make steel. Here it is written that coal is extracted from coal mines. I tell you that coal is extracted from coal mines found in coal rich areas. Where it found in coal rich areas. So in India there are so many town place we got coal. There is Dhanbad, Neyveli, and our Raniganj. In India we got the coal mines. We found the coal mines in Dhanbad, Neyveli, and Raniganj in India. Next valuable non-metallic minerals is petroleum. So it is also formed in this manner. So the pressure exerted by heat and weight of the rock on the piles of dead rotting plants and animals turn them into liquid oil. Coal is formed in the earth, but petroleum is formed under the sea. So petroleum is also formed in this manner. So the pressure extracted by heat and weight of the rocks on the piles of dead rotting plants and animals turn them into liquid oil. Look at this. This is a picture given that it is a animal. So sea plants and animals dead and where it breed on ocean floor. Okay, next one is over time they were covered by layers of silt and sand. So over millions of years the remains were buried differ, and the next one is the enormous pressure and heat turned them into soil and gas. It is the formation of petroleum. Again I tell you that sea plant and animals died on and were buried on a ocean floor. Over a long time they were covered by layers of silt and sand. Over millions of years, the remains were buried deeper and deeper, and the enormous pressure and heat turned them into soil and gas. This is the formation of petroleum. So now next we discuss about the fuels. So fuels, I tell you, fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, and natural gas are obtained from petroleum. What is the use of petroleum? The fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, and natural gas are obtained from petroleum. These fuels are used on a large scale or for cooking and also to run vehicles and machines. So what is the use of the fuels? It is used on a large scale for cooking. Kerosene and natural gas are used for cooking, and you know that petrol diesel is run to run vehicles and machines. Variety of plastics are also made from petroleum. Variety of plastics are made from petroleum. So petroleum is a very useful in our daily life. Petroleum is also very useful for our daily life. As we go from anywhere, we need to petrol or diesel. We need to cook anything, that way we need to use kerosene or natural gas. That is the many valuable things, and petroleum is the very useful in our daily life. That is why it is known as black gold. So that's why it is known as black gold. Petroleum is known as black gold. The deposit of mineral ores, coal and petroleum under the earth's crust are limited in quantity. So once they get exhausted, they will not be replenished even in thousands of years, as it takes millions of years for this natural resource to be formed. If when these types of ores, coal and petrol, it is limited. After the end or finish these types of minerals, we do not get ready at the time over 1,000 years. We need millions of years for this natural resource to be formed. So thus they should be used wisely. Thus they should be used wisely. Okay, so complete the class. Again I tell you few names, that brown coal is lignite, and petroleum is known as black gold. Okay, that's why complete the today class. Thank you.